Welcome to the second module of Excel, as we all did. Any question from the previous one? Because I'm still getting those emails that, oh, I didn't know that I have an assignment, due on Canvas. And this is the case with Word. Please remember, whatever is due are all shown on the calendar, right? So I've repeatedly said we have stuff also on Canvas. That means you have to do those assignments, like particularly the portfolios, and do them or submit them on Canvas. Do not wait till the 11th minute or after the due date and then send me that long email. That is my fault. I didn't know that I have this thing due on Canvas, particularly if it's a face-to-face. I mean, I can cut the folks online some little bit of slack, right? Saying that, yes, because they don't have that face-to-face interaction with me, maybe, it can happen. But now when the case that we have face-to-face here, and most of the times, these are the folks that are in here and they're not paying attention. They have earphones and all those things on. I mean, I don't know what kind of Houdini powers you have, honestly speaking, to have your ears plugged and still be able to absorb what is being said from the podium here. So, not that I'm saying don't have a phone or anything, but anything that will cause you a distraction for not having, an effective or more of what is coming out from the desk here, is going to be to your disadvantage. And like I promised you, full well, I don't want that to happen to anybody. So today we are going to have to go to, as usual, we have to go to SAM and get started with this Excel Module 2. So we are going to do formulas, whether any time I pronounce it, because of my British background, right? We don't say formulas in that language. We will say formulae. Yeah, but hey, this is America, right? So formulas, functions, and formatting. We are getting more of it here. Like I told you last time, when we did that one, remember, we did not have to do cell C3 equals A3, B3 plus C43. We didn't do that. We used the sum functions because it's a built-in function. And that is another beauty of Excel. It has built-in functions, and those are the stuff that we are going to be using today. So you will learn a lot. And what when we're through with this thing, it's like we're going to use this is the first time probably you are going to use it, or you might have heard it. It's called the flash fill. It is so beautiful. For example, its impact is not all that greatly felt. But assuming you work for company X and their email is at companyx.com or .net.org, and you have, say, 1,000 employees, and you are the guy to type in their individual email addresses, wouldn't you want to have a way that you type just a couple of them and let a feature within Excel fill the rest for you? That's what this flash fill stuff does for you. So it's a very good thing for you to know. And then entering formulas from the keyboard, and the formulas using the point mode, doing average, min, and max, like Ryan said earlier. And then how do you even verify using your range finder? Then apply a theme to a workbook. So we did in Word themes, the different types of themes. Remember when we did the extra Rockwell, bold, and all those, the office theme, the circuit theme? We have done that. So we're going to be doing the same thing or something similar when we are in Excel. So we can beautify our presentation, in this case in our Excel, and then also apply a date format to a cell or range, add conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is another thing that as we will go along, you'll notice that it's used quite a lot, particularly if I want to give my employees Christmas bonus or the end of year bonus, and I only give it to those that made a sale above, say, $10,000. Anybody who did not make a sale of above $10,000 doesn't get a penny. I can use Excel to tell me who are those employees that should be giving that bonus. So it's another very good. And then, of course, the famous spell checking. We have to do that too. Then we will learn the preview and also printing. So if we go straight to page EX, as I've always been telling you, this is the Excel portion, which is the 58, EX 58. That is the page that we are working on. Projects worksheet with formulas and functions. Very much that is figure 2-1. So let's get in there and get our start files. So this is the 2.2.1, this one. And of course, the instruction tells us we are very familiar with this instruction, so no need in wasting our time. This exercise may be too long, so you don't have to, but make sure, you don't have to finish it in class session, but make sure you have it on your USB. Take it home, make it a homework, and finish it before we do the textbook, the SUM project coming Wednesday, right? Okay. So we have it done. That's the downloaded. Okay. Any questions? Okay. So that is the file name. It's quite long. Olivia's at Supply. And that's what we see. So we do copy. And we go this file. And then we save as. And make sure you put it on your USB, the Excel Module 2 folder. Okay. So now you are given this. That is your worksheet. And as you see, by default, it puts you in the name box A1. That is the cell. Therefore, let's go straight to page number 61 or EX61. The first instruction says run Excel. We don't do that, as you have noticed already. We just use this start file. And then it says if necessary select cell A1. So A1 is selected for us. And type Olivia's at Supply. Right? So do not hit the enter key. It doesn't tell you to do that. So do not hit that. But just type Olivia's at Supply in the selected cell and then press the down arrow. So the down arrow, we press that to go to the cell A2. Once we are in cell A2, then it says that type salary report in cell A2. So we'll go ahead and type salary report. Right? In cell A2. And then press the down arrow key. So we'll go to A3. So once you are there, now it says to enter the column titles. This is, I'm still on page EX61. Any questions? Is it flowing correctly for you? Smoothly? Okay. Now, to enter the column titles. So with cell A3 selected, type employee and press the right arrow key. So employee. Remember, and it says employee. Check your spelling and then press your right arrow key. Then it says that to enter the column heading, and then type email address in cell B3. Once you type that, address is DD SS. Okay, just check the spelling. In cell B3, then press the right arrow key. And then step 3 says in cell C3, type dependents and then press the right arrow key. Dependents. So with an S and press the right arrow key. So now you go to cell D3. This is step number 4. Type hours. Okay, and then once you type that, to be able to have more than one word or 2 lines in the same cell, this is what it wants you to do. And then press the Alt Enter key, the Alt and the Enter key, so you can type, below it, right? And then type and enter the first line of the column heading and type worked. So hours worked is what we want to type, like that. And then press the right arrow key. And once you have that done, step 5 says type hourly in cell E3. URLY in cell E3. And then press the Alt Enter again to enter the first line of the column heading and type and type pay rate. Okay, so once you type pay rate and type the right arrow key, so now we have the hours worked and then hourly rate. Then we go to step 6, type gross pay in F3. And press the right arrow key. And then step 7, type federal tax in G3. Press the right arrow key. State tax. Press step 9, tax percentage in I3. Net pay in J3. And then K3 high date. Any question? So now press the right arrow key. So you see we have steps 1 through 11 on page 61 completed. Then we go to page 62 or EX62. What we're going to do here is to enter the salary data. So we have to follow the steps one by one. It says select cell A4. If you don't know where A4 is, just in the name box type A4. Right? A4 and press the enter key and it will take you there. Then it says that type Bennett. BENNETT, comma, space, Joanne. And then press the right arrow key 2 times. So now you go to the dependents. In this case, it will be cell C4. So please follow the instruction. Then type 2. Type 2 in cell C4 and then press the right arrow key. And then type 64.25. 64.25 in cell D4 and type the right arrow key or press the right arrow key, sorry. And then in cell E4 type 19.75. 19.75. Then the right arrow key. Then K4. So go all the way to K4. After you type the hourly rate, go straight to K4 and type 4/ which is the date, 5/12. Right? Okay. Once you get that, then enter the payroll data in table 2.1. So now when we come to table 2.1, that is what we are going to add to this table after we have completed the first row, which is the row A4. Then this one will be Fred, comma, Michael. Dependent for Fred is 1. I was worked 80.00. $23.10. 5/7/. Okay. Try not to make any mistake. Then Emmanuel. Thomas, Celine. Dependence 0. 72.5. $18.65. Sender.